Ever since my quinoa-lentil buns video went viral, one ingredient stirred up a lot of questions, and that is psyllium. People actually ask, can we substitute it with Flax, or what does it actually do? And I get it. Psyllium is not exactly a pantry staple in most households, but once you actually learn what it does for your gut, for your metabolism, and in baking, you'll never look at it the same way. And I bet some of you are going to run to the store to get it before they even finish watching this video. My name is Oksana. A little bit of my favorite blend spice. Today, I dive into what psyllium is and whether it might actually be better than Flax. The answer may surprise you. We're going to talk about how psyllium works deep in your gut, shifting things in ways you may not expect, from keeping you fuller longer to keeping your cravings in check. And yes, even activating the same powerful pathways that made certain weight loss drugs so famous. And of course, I will also tell you why I chose psyllium husks as the key ingredient in my now famous flourless gluten-free buns. Okay, let's start with the gut. I'm sure you know everything starts with the gut. Healing starts with healing your gut. If you're sick, start looking into your gut. Psyllium is a functional fiber. When I say functional, what I mean, it is not just roughage that to bulk up your stool and make you go to the bathroom real well, but it does a lot of good things to make your body function better. That leads to real measurable benefits. And what are those? I'll talk about them in just a moment. Unlike other fibers like those found in fruits, vegetables, grains, psyllium fiber is minimally fermentable. Most plant fibers are fermentable, meaning our gut bacteria actually feeds on them and produces byproducts such as gas and short-chain fatty acids, for example. And those can be a good thing, but for someone with a weak digestive system, it can pose a big problem, can cause discomfort and other unpleasant symptoms. Psyllium resists all of that. And because it is so unappetizing to our gut bacteria, it gets to pass through our intestines mostly intact. And because of this feature, it possesses the superpowers that other fibers do not have. And I know what you might be thinking right now. Wait a minute, don't chia and flax also form a gel? Yes, they absolutely do, and it makes them wonderful in their own ways. But here's the difference. Chia and flax are nutrient-dense seeds. Their gels are generally thinner. They also contain other wonderful healing ingredients, healthy fats and proteins and phytonutrients, and some fiber, and all of these do get digested and absorbed, which makes them wonderful, amazing superfoods, but much less predictable when it comes to certain metabolic and gut needs. Psyllium is different. It is a pure functional fiber with highly targeted benefits, especially if you're dealing with gut issues, blood sugar swings, insulin sensitivity, high cholesterol. It just forms a thick, stable gel and gets to work, mechanically regulating your digestion, slowing absorption, and regulating your metabolism in some surprising ways. Okay, back to the gut. One of the huge benefits psyllium has on our gut that it restores regularity. Not only it forms bulk, but it also helps move it out. It pulls it out by supporting natural peristalsis. Unlike harsh laxatives, it does not cause any dependency. So it's great for people with constipation, irregular bowel movements, or IBS. But fair warning here, you always have to drink enough water. That's a given. And here where things get really exciting with psyllium in the gut. As it gently strolls through our intestines, it binds to bile. Our liver makes bile, it makes its way into small intestine, and it does its job, and then part of it, a large portion of it, gets recirculated, reabsorbed back into the bloodstream, and make its way back to the liver. But psyllium binds to bile and pushes it out of the body, which forces the liver to look for some extra resources to make new bile. And where does it pull on those resources? It looks into our blood vessels and grabs some of that extra bad cholesterol, that LDL, and makes new bile. And this is how it helps naturally lower bad cholesterol. Interestingly, this same process supports our body's natural detox pathways. You see, bile is not just about fat absorption and like other things, but is one of the main ways how our liver eliminates toxins. Without enough functional fiber to bind to bile and show it the way out of the body, the toxin will make their way back into the body. Let's quickly recap. So psyllium helps us move our bowels regularly, nicely, efficiently. It helps naturally support our cholesterol balance and detoxification. That alone are huge reasons to just start using it. But wait, we are just getting started. Another major benefit, psyllium slows down glucose absorption in the small intestine. This helps prevent high blood sugar spikes, which is especially important if your diet is high in carbohydrates, or you're working on improving insulin sensitivity, or you know you have insulin resistance. Because that's the key. Improved insulin sensitivity means your cells are able to digest glucose from bloodstream easier, better, which over time leads to reduced insulin resistance. So I want you to understand psyllium not only helps with keeping your sugar cravings at check, but rather it's about resetting, helping your body reset the way it handles carbs naturally. And there's a very desirable side effect that comes with it, appetite regulation. Basically, psyllium adds bulk without adding the calories. That gel, it forms in the gut, creates this sense of fullness, helping you feel satisfied longer. This can be a truly game changer for those of you navigating between cravings and portion control. Now, let me blow your mind a little more. This part here is not only my favorite part, but it does not get talked about enough. When psyllium reaches the end of the small intestine, it stimulates cells that produce GLP-1. You've heard about GLP-1, right? That's the same hormone that the famous weight loss drugs mimic. GLP-1 tells your brain, I'm full, reduces hunger, stabilizes blood sugar, and even protects your pancreas and your brain cells. Emerging studies show psyllium husk helps your body activate its very own GLP-1 production. Don't you want to run to the store to get it? Well, stick around just for a little longer. I'll tell you how to take it and how much you want for these amazing benefits. Now, let's quickly clear up the question I've been getting a lot ever since my quinoa buns video blew up. What is the difference between psyllium and flax seeds in baking, and can they be used interchangeably? And if you still have no idea what kind of buns I am talking about, you got to watch this video. I will link it below, because this channel is all about how to heal your body with food, and you got to start with the basics. Here's the scoop. Flax seeds are absolutely amazing. I consider them to be a superfood. They're high in anti-cancer lignans, plant-based omega-3s. They have hormone balancing properties. But when it comes to baking, they just don't do what psyllium does. By the way, I have a full video on flax seeds, how not to eat them. I'll make sure to link it below as well. Both psyllium and flax are good binders, so they hold things together. But psyllium acts more like gluten. It gives structure and creates this spongy, softer texture. Flax acts more like an egg. It holds things together. It adds a little moisture, but lacks the same rise and elasticity as psyllium. So I'd say if you're baking gluten-free bread, psyllium is your best friend. Here's a quick note. Psyllium comes in two forms, whole husks and powdered form. Whole husks absorb water very gradually, which makes them a better option for baking. This gives you more control over your dough. This is why I chose them for my buns. Powder form thickens very fast, which makes it a better choice for taking it as a supplement. Here's a simple way to remember it: baking, whole husks, supplementing, powder. Now, how much do you need to take to supplement effectively? You want to start really small, 3 to 4 grams per day of powder form, which will be equivalent to probably 1 to 1.5 teaspoons. Mix it in a glass of warm water. Don't let it sit for more than like a minute or two. It thickens very fast. Drink right away. And then slowly over the course of a month or maybe even longer, you want to watch your bowel movements. You want to make sure you're hydrating well. You will increase to 8 to 10 grams of powder form a day. And that is almost like a tablespoon a day. Now, you want to drink it an hour away from your meals and away from your medications, because remember, it slows down absorption. So you don't want it to interfere with that. But honestly, just eat my buns. 2 buns give you 5 grams of psyllium. That is half of your daily dose, and they taste amazing. I'll link the video recipe below this video. And while you're there, check out my cookbook. It is filled with gut healing recipes that not only make you feel amazing and look amazing, but also will make you live longer. And finally, let's answer the question, is psyllium better than Flax? Well, it's not about better. It is about what works for your body. Psyllium is perfect for gut support and structure. Flax is great for nutrients and hormone balance. Use them both, use them well. And if you like learning how to heal your body with food, like this video and subscribe to my channel. There's so much more goodness coming your way.